Welcome to video number 6 in our Asia series. The last video we did a lot of the Pacific coastline, and to start this video off I just want to show you how I colored in the coastline, and I've also labeled some seas up in the Arctic as well. So you can see the coastline of the Pacific has now been shaded blue, and the Arctic as well, but I have labeled some of these individual seas up in the Arctic. If you want to take note of these and put these on your map, that would be nice. This is the Barents Sea. These are not listed in your list of activities, but I think it'd be nice to put on the map anyway. The Kara Sea, K-A-R-A. The Laptev Sea, L-A-P-T-E-V. And then over here you got the East Siberian Sea. And then I also did that, I told you I was going to research this little area in here, and this is called the Shelikof Gulf. S-H-E-L-E-K-H-O-V. Gulf. Okay, so that really rounds out the three oceans and some of the seas and bays and gulfs along the coastline. Okay, so in this video today we're going to try to add 10 more countries, and hopefully making a list on the back like this, and I'll go through them. 31. These are getting smaller as we go. Okay, we've got South Korea, Jordan, Azerbaijan, the United Arab Emirates, Georgia, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Taiwan, Armenia, and Israel. Okay, so let me show you where these countries are located. Okay, starting with South Korea. Yes, I think in the last video we did North Korea, so South Korea is just south of that. Okay, and maybe we can fit it just like we did North Korea. We'll put it to the side, and then we'll put a little line pointing to South Korea. You can take note of the little star. I've tried to position the capital star in the location of the various capitals, and maybe you've been taking note of that. I think that's nice. Even if you don't label the capitals, we'll talk about that a little bit later on, but I did try to position it in the correct place. So, all right, let's go to the next country, which would be Jordan. Okay, and Jordan is just south of Syria. So I think I can fit it. If I write a little small, J-O-R-D-A-N. Jordan. Okay. Let's see, next in the list would be Azerbaijan. Now this is a tricky one, because Azerbaijan is a country that has two locations that are kind of separate from each other. We've got this little bit bigger area here, and then we've got this little pocket of land over here as well. So those two areas are part of that country. Now, I think I'm going to try to write it. Some of it might go into the area which is the Caspian Sea. We're going to label that too, but Azerbaijan, let me use my mechanical pencil. A-Z-E-R B-A-I J-A-N. Azerbaijan. Okay, now we're going to have to put 2 leader lines. So we'll have to put a little one pointing to that little piece there, and then up to the bigger place. And then there's that little star right there for the capital. Don't forget, all your capitals are listed in the list along the side too. So, you know, if we were to find Azerbaijan, oh, where is it? There it is at the very bottom. There's Baku is the capital. All right, so that's for all the countries. They're all listed underneath the name of the country. Okay, now why don't we label the Caspian Sea while we're at it? That's this body of water right here. It's kind of a landlocked sea. Caspian. That is in your list of activities. I'll check that off. Caspian Sea. And I won't color it all right now, but that could be colored in. Just try not to cover up those letters of Azerbaijan. Okay, I'll finish that later. Okay, we've also got the Black Sea too. Why don't we label that while we're at it? Okay, let's see. Now the next country after Azerbaijan would be United Arab Emirates. Now, this one, it's going to be kind of difficult to label. It's such a long name. I think I might use the numbering system. We talked about, it says in the directions that if you want to use a number, the number of the country, and I think the number of this one is 21, if you look over here in the list. So I think I might just put a 21 in that country. I could also, underneath, I could put the UAE. That would be the abbreviation, United Arab Emirates. So I'm going to use that number system as well, 21. All right. The next one would be the country of Georgia, just like the state of Georgia in the United States. This is spelled the same way, and this is the country of Georgia right here. I think I'll write it right about here. Georgia. And I'll put a little line to it like that. Okay, there's the capital. All right. The next one is an island country just off the coast of India. And this is the country of Sri Lanka. I'm going to put the little leader line. And then write S-R-I, Sri Lanka, L-A-N-K-A. All right. Now, here's another small country. You can see we had labeled it number 26, which is Bhutan. I think I could fit it. There is quite a bit of space over here. I could probably fit it near the number 2, B-H-U-T-A-N, Bhutan. Okay. All right, the next one, another island, Taiwan. It's this island here, not this one over here. That's a little further south. This one right here, Taiwan. Okay. All right, now we're back over to this between the Black Sea and Caspian. Just south of Georgia is the country of Armenia. Now, no way I'm going to fit in there. I'm going to put a little, I'm going to write it underneath the word Georgia and put a little leader line pointing to it. So it's ARMENIA. And I'll try to draw a little line pointing to Armenia. All right. Okay, good. And one more country over here is Israel. Now this one might be a little bit confusing when you look at it, because we've got a little small area also within Israel, that little pocket of land right there. And I even put another little sliver of land. I drew a little line, if you can see it, right here, showing another little area. First, let's label the country. I'll write it over here in the Mediterranean. This is the Mediterranean over here. ISRAEL. Okay, I'll put a little leader line to Israel. Now, within that country of Israel, there are a couple of pieces of land, Jerusalem and the Gaza Strip, which comprise an area called Palestine, the area known as Palestine, which is kind of under negotiation between Israel and Palestine. So it's a partially recognized state within that country of Israel. So that's why those two little pieces, that's the Gaza Strip and the West Bank. Okay, your teacher will probably go into further detail with that as you study that country of Israel. Okay. Let's see, I think that's the 31 to 40. That covers 10 additional countries that we've labeled on this map. And we only got about 9 or 10 more to go. Okay, but in the next video we'll start doing some rivers, a few rivers that run through these countries. So good job today. If you have to go back and look at the video, you know, if you missed anything, just go ahead and go back and take your time labeling those 10 additional countries. They're getting smaller now, so they're a little bit more challenging. Okay, good job.